Hi, this is Cheryl from CAWcreations. I'm glad you've decided to do the reversible cables class with me. I've done this reversible cables hat multiple times with many different weights of yarn. For the 2025 Fibre Festival, we are going to do it in the Selkirk worsted weight of yarn from Fleece and Harmony. And as you can see from the pictures that are flowing by, you can either do a skull cap or you can do a folded brim with this pattern. So I'm going to walk you through how to do the reversible cable connections hat. So when I start a cast on, most people create a slip stitch. So you do a loop and then you fold the loop over your yarn and then you pull this middle stitch and that creates a slip stitch for your yarn. And then you start your cast on. So this is what we call a long tail cast on. So you can see you hold your hands kind of a Y shape, and you pick up the underside by your thumb, go over your finger stitch, and then pull that stitch through here. Under, over, through, under, over, through. And that's how you cast on for the long tail cast on. You create the loop and fold the loop over the yarn. This is harder to do when I'm trying to get the camera to pick it up. And then you put up the loop and you pull through. And then again, under, over, cast. Under, over, cast. And that's the start of the cast on. So here's a clear picture of how to hold your hand while you're casting on. And here again is the under, over, through. And you continue to cast on for 96 stitches for the connections hat that we're going to be doing in our class at the PEI Fibre Festival. I continue on casting on stitches until we get to the 96 stitches. We see here I'm untwisting my yarn to make sure that when I join it in the round, it's not twisted. And you can see I've cast on 97 stitches. So I knit the first 2 stitches together to make sure that there's not a jog in your stitches. And then you will continue in a knit 2, purl 2, rib for 12 to 14 rounds. If you're knitting the skull cap, this is the bottom before we start to do the reversible cables. So that's all you have to do. If you're knitting the skull cap without a fold-up brim, just knit to the length you want before you're starting your first cable round. For anyone who wishes to do a fold-up brim, then I will show that section next. So as you can see here, I've knit my knit 2 purl 2 rib, and now I'm ready to do one round continuous knit so that the brim will fold at a particular point. So you continue all the way around this round just knitting. Now some people do one round, some people do 2 or 3 rounds. I find one round is enough. Sometimes I'll do 2 rounds, just it kind of gives it a bit of a more finished edge. But if you just knit one round without doing your ribbing, what it gives is a particular spot where your rib will fold at this specific spot. Now, some people love this because the hat brim folds really easily. Other people don't like this and don't use this technique because it means you don't really have the ability as a hat wearer to change the size of the brim or how far up it goes. It just naturally folds at this spot. So it's a little technique that some people use and some people don't, but it's kind of a fun thing to have in your knitting bag of tricks so that you can do it if you wish to. So then what I'm going to do is just do exactly the same amount. So here I have, if you look at it and you count the rounds, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So it was on the 12th round that I knit my round that's entirely knit here. And so I'm going to do 11, actually 12 more rounds of knit 2, purl 2 rib, and then you are ready for the class where we will start with the reversible cables. So I look forward to seeing you all at the PEI Fibre Festival for the reversible cables course. As you can see here, now I'm back to knit 2, purl 2 rib. So I'll see you all in PEI. Have a great week.
You and I, together we can make it.